Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. It's been a while since I posted anything on YouTube, but today I just figured let me go ahead and do the thing. But anyways, it's a lot has been transpiring since I guess since the last time. Nothing really exciting, but I will just take the time to show you guys a little bit of uh, a couple things that I've been doing since. So I started gardening, which has been, you know, going. It hasn't really been going hasn't been going that well. But I have harvested things, everything didn't necessarily just die, but what you gonna do? A lot of these things that I'm gonna show you, I really don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just trying to see if it'll work. So been gardening. You'll see behind me I have a garden bed. I have 3 garden beds. This one is particularly for herbs, and right here is some bolted basil. That was some lemon basil. It did really well. I can be a lemon basil farmer. It was that easy. I had an abundance of it. Then I have some thyme and rosemary and mint in that section as well. Moving on, this second bed has compost. Right now I failed miserably at the garden situation, so I had a bunch of dirt. So this is like dirt and grass clippings and some food scraps and that sort of thing. So that's taking up that table. And then this table are several things. This is a jalapeno plant, which didn't do too bad, to tell you the truth. I still have some stuff on here. I'm not too sure. Sometimes there are like lizards on here, so I'm just being mindful of where I touch. I have a couple more still kind of coming out. There's one here, and I've been able to share it with that as well. This wasn't a green pepper. It was a red pepper plant right here that failed miserably. No idea what that was about, but it did. And we have some French lavender as well. I did put some seed in here, which was some like kale and lettuce. It really hasn't come to anything as yet. I think that's primarily because of the soil that I have. It's not really broken down enough. So I also have some bean plants. These are snap peas, I think, and these are just like string beans. There are some seeds that a friend of mine had given to me, and I was just gonna give it a try. Right here in this empty spot was like squash. It didn't work out. Now over here, I started something new to me that I never heard of. When I first wanted to garden, soil is expensive. It was just too pricey to buy all the soil that I needed. So I was told about something called straw bale gardening, and that was less expensive. It was kind of labor intensive to some degree because you have to kind of feed it, give it the nutrients that it needs, that soil normally has. And yeah, so I tried that. So there we go. These are my straw bales. Okay, before the straw bales came, I had some other things growing here, primarily cucumbers and lettuce, and that did well. I had a pepper situation, like hot peppers, that didn't do well. Now, the straw bale gardening is hard. Gardening, period. There are just bugs all over, and it's pretty provoking at times because I'm trying to not use too much stuff. But you have situations like this. Like this I cut off, I think. Off of this is cabbage. This is what grasshoppers, crickets, whoever is eating. But this is cabbage I have here. This is another cabbage that's, you know, you can see how that's surviving. This is a cauliflower. Where's the cauliflower? I don't know. Again, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just giving it a try. I'd like to grow food, but I don't know how successful I really am going to be. This is another cabbage. Here I have some beets, and you can kind of see it, but we'll see. This is more cabbage, and some things poop. No, you see? No idea. It looks like, I don't know what that is. But anyways, yeah, the cabbage is kind of starting to like form the head situation, which is cool. I'm gonna wash that out. I don't know what that is. It just shows the frustration that I had because I just started throwing seed. And these are mustard greens. Now, I never really had mustard greens, and it was funny because my sister-in-law came over and I was like, oh yeah, I need to harvest some of these. And I didn't know what they tasted like. Mustard greens are spicy. They're spicy and like peppery. Don't grow mustard greens unless you know what you're growing. But they're doing well, I guess. I mean, you can eat them. I put them in some curry the other day and that worked out well. Just to add something different. It was like a greenery, but you can mix them, I guess, with other greens. Add something a little sweet to it to kind of cut down on the spiciness of it all. But those are mustard greens. Then we have what's supposed to be Brussels sprouts, I believe. And here we have turmeric. These two plants are turmeric plants. I ordered these plants off of Etsy, and they're doing well. Apparently, turmeric it kind of like, if you think about ginger, it's the root that you want. Whenever the top dies off, that's when your plant is going to be ready. I believe that is the situation. So I was grateful that these did not die. They seem to be doing all right. This is like a brand new leaf here that started growing, and that's that. I'm sure I put something in here and nothing happened. Then I have some lettuce, which is doing well. And down here I have some kale, which is overgrown because when kale grows larger than it needs to be, it becomes bitter. But there's a way to remedy that if you're going to cook it and not eat it raw. And this here, you can see, is kind of going up the fence, is cucumber. I did cucumber well in the dirt. I hadn't done it in the straw bales before in the spring, and it seems to be doing, I don't know, okay. You can see one kind of hanging there. This variety of cucumbers are miniature white cucumbers. There are a couple, like you can see right here. So there's not a lot of pollinators. I think that's why they're doing slow. And then the whole idea of it's just colder. So that's it for the garden stuff. Now on to the beast, I'd like to call Charlotte, which is my dog. There she is. Now Charlotte, we were going to she is in an Airedale Terrier, and she's something else. But anyways, we were going to breed her, but that fell through. I think that we tried, but she didn't take, or she had a miscarriage. It was kind of hard to tell. Breeding was something that we want to try. We like Charlotte, you know, we like the breed. She's funny, but it's just one of those things we have to kind of figure out as we go along. Yeah, so dog pregnancies only last about 2 months, and if you wait on time, it's like time will tell. It's not like she can just pee on a stick or something. There are dog pregnancy tests that you can take, that you can get, and not all vets offer it. So Charlotte has either had like she's going through a false pregnancy. So her body has says like she started developing milk and all that kind of stuff, and everything that went along with pregnancy, but she just didn't have any pups. So we'll try again come next year. You can only try a couple times a year whenever the dogs go through their cycle. So we're just going to wait till the next time and see how that turns out. So the next little adventure that we had been going through, you can probably hear it. Here are the girls. Here are the girls. They think I have food for them. Oh, hush, Charlotte. So we have 10 hens, and I would open up, but they're right there. I can still open up. So we have 10 hens and 2 ducks. That's salt and pepper. Salt and pepper were given to us by some good friends that were kind of transitioning out of their animals for now. And if you have never tasted a duck eggs are wonderful. Now, as for salt and pepper's behavior, they make me question whether it's worth it. But yeah. But the hens, these hens are about 5 months old. Hopefully, Lord willing, they'll start laying maybe in another month. It escapes me. Wow, that's bad. It escapes me the breed of hens that these are. I'll put it in the comment section below if I even remember that. But anyways, these are supposed to be good laying hens, and we wanted to have a consistent amount of eggs, and hopefully they'll give us what we want. My husband and I put the whole coop situation together. This is just like a shed that we saw at Lowe's and put it on a little makeshift. Charlotte, quiet. We put it on a little makeshift foundation. This is their little water bucket, water situation. I put these together, these feeders. The ducks don't like humans coming too close to them. Made from PVC pipe. Yeah, that was interesting, but it wasn't hard. It really wasn't hard. I think the most interesting part was trying to figure out what pieces that I needed. There's another one over there, and this whole fencing situation is just a dog kennel, but of course there's a picture of a dog on it when you buy the box that we got from Lowe's. And then here's another kind of feeder thing that I just covered up with an old what is it called, planter, and there's some holes drilled in the bottom. Now the chickens can eat from this, but the ducks can't. Now this was gonna be my original waterer. I bought these little like chicken nipple thingies. They're stuff that you kind of press with their beaks and the water comes out to avoid spillage, but it didn't work out, so I just kind of repurposed it, and now they just kind of peck in the holes, but the ducks can't get into those. So the ducks can be pretty bossy at times, so I like the idea of having something that only the chickens can get to, and if there's anything that the ducks get from it, it is just whatever spills out from the chickens. And the coop, I'm not coming for you. This is the nasty old coop. There's their roost up here, their little laying boxes, which they haven't used. And this actually is a tarp that I need to pick up from here and figure out what I'm doing with it. But that kind of went underneath the roost to catch the poop, because chickens poop when they're sleeping. And instead of having the top of the nesting boxes all nasty like it is right now, that was supposed to catch it, but it didn't work out, obviously. So this is where the chickens and the ducks are at nighttime. And this is how far back it is in comparison to the house. So it's outside the fence. It's not it's on our property, yes, but it's not within the area where this beast is, because Charlotte definitely started salivating when we bought those things home. So that's what's happening here on my end. Trying to make some things work. I also started a little side woodworking business, which I don't know. If you're interested in seeing that, this store name is called Eloise and Rita. It is going to be linked in the description box below. It's just a little store on Etsy, and it's where I sell some things. Home decor-ish kind of stuff. Not a lot of things on there right now, but it's something that I'm working towards. And that has been interesting. I learned how to work with wood, and it's been, I like it. Now, there can be times where it's a little frustrating, but I don't mind. I just take a break if I need to. So, gardening, woodworking, ducks, chickens, and Charlotte, the dog. That's what I've been up to. I hope to post a little bit more frequently soon, but I just wanted to keep you guys abreast of what has been happening. Thanks again for tuning into my channel. Thank you for all of my new subscribers. It's kind of crazy sometimes thinking that you can take a break from something and people still want to subscribe. So I do appreciate that. I really do. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.